Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, PH Born US Naturalized. Justice Channel. We're here today to share with you guys about how much it costs us to go to Palawan so you can plan your trip if you want to go. We had a great time. We think you guys would have a great time too. So we're going to share with you all the different areas of expenses. So what are those areas?
We stayed in a hotel for 3 nights and 4 days. We booked our flights in Cebu Pacific Air, round trip for 2, and we booked 2 tours, the underground river tour and the island hopping tour.
So that's 4 major expenses, and there was one other category.
Miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous, where we eat. We
like
to
and
eat.
we take transportation going from one place to another.
Yeah, because that can get expensive. So how much do you think that costs, guys? What do you think? 100? 200?
Ding, ding.
1,000? So put your ideas down in the comment below. We'll share our expenses with you as we go along here. And you can add them up and get it right at the end. But we're going to start off with our airfare. How much was our airfare to fly? We went with what?
Cebu Pacific Air. So
what do you think of that?
There's no seating.
No seating? No seats? No seats?
No, what I mean to say, it's all economy seat.
There's no first class or business. And although they are assigned, and you can pay for your seat, we didn't do that. We just let them pick for us. They picked good ones, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had exit seats, exit aisle seats, 12E and F. So I get to be the one that opens the door if we have an emergency. They wouldn't let me practice. I was going to practice. They wouldn't let me practice.
And the good thing about that is that there's more leg room.
Lots of room.
Yeah. And then we did not pay for check-in luggage. We carry on our luggages.
Now, I'll be honest, guys, we looked on the website to figure out how it worked because we thought maybe we'd check in one bag because they would let you check in one, but you have to arrange all that beforehand. If you don't, when you show up at the airport and you're on carry-on baggage is heavier than allowed, which is 7 kilograms, and ours was, you got to check it in, and if you check it in at the airport, it costs a bundle.
Yes, and we are not willing to pay.
1,600 pesos.
Yeah.
So no, we started thinking about wearing extra clothes. So so we took our checked-in baggage off to the side, or our carry-on baggage off to the side, and sorted through it. And Jess found a bag in there. She put some stuff in. You know, it's really kind of strange because it's all going on the airplane. It's just now not in one bag or another bag. It's all in 3 bags. And we made the limit, and it all went into the plane. And they stuffed everything in the overhead. There's nothing in the seat in front of you underneath.
Yeah, it should be cleared.
Yeah, so when we sit down, there's nothing in front of us, and everything's up top. So all that weight is still there, even though it wasn't in our carry-on baggage. Anyway,
it was a full flight.
Full flight.
Yeah,
and,
1 hour. We are in Cebu Island, and then it took us 1 hour to go to Puerto Princesa, Palawan.
Yeah.
And how much is it?
It is 92.34 pesos. We're going to give it all in pesos and turn it into dollars at the end, guys. So 9,234 pesos. We booked that in May for June. Yes. Then the next expense, it wasn't the biggest expense, believe it or not, but the next expense was our hotel.
The Balay Tuko, yay! Accommodation. Why
do we pick them?
Oh, it's because it's inexpensive.
Yes.
Yeah. And yet, I've seen the place and I've seen the review. It's decent also.
Yeah.
So it's 1,300 a night. And there is air conditioning.
A big fan. They got a rain shower with hot water. The room was spotless. The bed was clean and the sheets crisp. I mean, it was very nice. Looks like brand new, but the place has been there for 32 years. The owner's a Belgian guy. And online, if you read the reviews online, he gets some slack for his attitude. I think he's a really proud guy. He works hard at the place, and so he kind of fights back when people say things about him that he doesn't think are justified. But we found it very nice, and him very reasonable.
And then the added feature to that Balay Tuko hotel is that the ambience is nature. It has lush gardens. It has plants.
Yeah.
It has vines.
It has a small aviary
nice.
with parakeets.
Yes.
So you really feel like you're out in nature. Yeah.
And then you eat breakfast amidst nature. And the food you have to order before.
The night before you order breakfast, so that's ready.
Our breakfast is consistent every morning. It's egg and ham sandwich. It was a good breakfast, and our bellies were full.
And reasonable. So all that's taken care of before. And they will also arrange for the tours, and they don't take a cut. So even though the airport told us certain prices on the tours, we didn't have to pay that much because they didn't take a cut for it. So how much after $1,300 a day was our or night
All
was
right,
our
so
hotel?
for 3 nights and 4 days, we paid 40.95 pesos.
4,095 pesos. There's a little fee on there for using PayPal. So the airport was 92, and the hotel was
So the
4,000.
next thing that we will be talking about is our book tour. The first of our tour is the underground river tour. So first thing in the morning after we have breakfast, we were picked up by a van. So the good thing about the location of Balay Tuco is that
For us.
we are the last to be picked up and the first to be dropped off. So you don't have to worry about going around, sitting in the van, picking up everybody from the hotel and going to the destination and also going around, dropping them off,
I mean, that was
and you will be
nice.
the last.
That was nice.
So that was the
Yeah.
convenience of Balay Tuco. So our tour guide was Joshua. He was very
Did a great
efficient.
job telling us what was going to happen.
So while we were in the van, he was talking to us about our itinerary.
Mm-hmm.
And what was our itinerary about?
Well, he described to us how it worked. He said, you're going to do a lot of waiting, because people are waiting. So you'll wait. He emphasized waiting. So we would go to the dock where the main boats take off from, because you can't get to the cave but through the jungle or by boat. If you go through the jungle, he said it'll take you 3 or 4 hours. We're not going to do that, he said. So we got on a boat and we swam. We rowed around to a beach. And when you get to this beach, it's got a sign there and an underground river. You got a picture on the video, and you walk through the jungle. And then when you get through the jungle, there's another beach there where the boats for the underground river park, and you get into that, and you go into the underground river. So it's a lot of waiting, a lot of riding around, but he did a great job describing it, so there was no problem when we got there. It was exactly as he said, and we could just enjoy the scenery as we waited and enjoy the monkeys, which were trying to steal everything you owned. You had to watch out for them monkeys.
They were very quick with their reflexes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was well worth the money. I mean, to go in there and see the caves and see the formations, and it's just amazing that kind of stuff can happen. And so it was really worthwhile. It's not cheap. It's not
Yes.
cheap at all. So
And then, what's
We're not getting
amazing
to
is
that
that
yet.
the underground river tour is a silent, very quiet tour.
Yeah, that
so
was
every
hard.
one of us was giving an audio that
Yeah.
we have to put in our ear, obviously, and then they will narrate what's going on when you go
And point out
inside
the
the
different
cave.
formations.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
what formation you can see there
Yeah.
inside the cave.
Yep.
And it was amazing
Yeah.
how this formation took place, like
I mean, you're
thousands of
under-
years ago.
You're under a
perhaps.
mountain.
Yes.
It's kind of remarkable.
Yes.
Yes.
And then what's also amazing is the skill of the boatmen, because when the audio said, okay, so this stalactite looks like a Madonna or looks like Sharon Stone in the movie Basic Instinct,
Oh, no, it didn't.
and the boatman is spot on.
Yeah. He
On-
points
on
his
that-
flashlight on the different formations.
Yes, it's amazing.
Yeah, lots of practice.
How they coordinated everything. in
So
the
that
tour.
takes 45 minutes. You're in that cave. You couldn't even tell when you turned around. I was wondering when we were going to turn around, but we went in and came out the same way we came in. So it's very hard. You kind of lose your orientation down there. So do we talk about price now?
Yeah, so after that, we went back to that place where we were dropped off, and then there was lunch there. It's a buffet.
Yeah.
Everybody on the tour was being dropped in that restaurant. The food was decent.
Yep.
There's a lot of Filipino food, and I'm so fortunate. But Mark managed to get his food. He
You
did
don't,
not
you don't think I lost any weight, do you? I don't think I lost any weight.
Right. So how much
But
is it?
included
Mark?
lunch in the tour.
Dun-dun-dun.
Dun-dun-dun.
How much?
Okay, we saved because Balay 2K didn't take a cut. The airport said it was $2,500 per person, but we only paid $2,250. So our total ticket price for that tour was $4,500, which, when you think about it, that's pretty steep, but it was worth it.
Yes.
That was even more than our 3 nights at the hotel. $4,500, but it was good. We saved $500.
All right.
So then, what do we do next?
Okay, the next tour that we have is the Honda Bay Island Hopping Tour. So 3 islands in 1 tour.
Yep.
Okay, what are these islands? The Starfish Island, the Luli Island, and the Kauri Island. All right, Mark. So, after breakfast again, we were picked up by the agency, by the van, and this time our tour guide is
Rebecca.
Yeah,
she did a
was
good
very
job too.
efficient, very good.
She did the same. It was only a half hour away from the hotel, so it wasn't far to go.
Yeah.
And so they did pick us up a little later. We could relax a little bit in the morning. And then we stopped, first stop on that tour was at the snorkel shop where we got supplies for snorkeling or fins.
The rental store.
Yeah, the rental, you rent your gear. It cost us 300 pesos for, 150 each
snorkeling.
for snorkel and mask. And then we went to the boat. We got on the boat. They arranged the boat. We got on the boat. We went for the first island, which was Starfish Island, where we spent most of the day snorkeling, talking. We met some people there that we could.
It was lovely. The beach line is lovely, you know. I consider it a white sand, even if it's not really perfectly white. But the sand is powdered, yeah. It's not grainy, it's powdered.
Yeah. We had a great time snorkeling. Jess doesn't know how to swim, but she can float with a life jacket, which is what she did. And so I was pulling her along, and we're watching all the stuff down there.
I was assigned to a lifeguard all to myself.
I actually did that when I was a kid. This is a great tour for you want to be active because there's things you can run around and explore. Even for us, it wasn't overly strenuous. Walking around the beach was a lot of fun.
Right.
And then we'd have a rest between because after Starfish Island and after lunch, which was wonderful. They have to truck the lunch in because they don't make anything there. Maybe heat it up. But it was a nice spread.
Yeah, but the selection of selection in the lunch, those are all healthy food.
Yeah.
The shrimp there is wonderful.
The shrimp was
the
huge.
big fish.
Yeah.
Wow.
The big
How
fish.
they cook that?
I could eat the fish even. It wasn't a burger, but it was fish.
Yes.
It was okay.
And the vegetable. Woo.
Yeah. I didn't eat much of
Very
that.
good. Very good. And our bellies were full.
The second island was the Luli Island, which is when it's high tide, there isn't an island. You know, people make a joke, 7,000 islands in the Philippines except on high tide.
High tide.
Yeah. Then there's less.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Luli
Luli Island comes from the native word lu, which is lulubog, and it's sink. So in other words, when will it sink? When it is high tide. You don't see this island. And li is lilitaw,
hard to keep straight.
which is in Tagalog and in English means it will float. So when will the island float? When it is low tide. Yeah. It's a tiny island, but still it's beautiful. I call it a sandbar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sandbar.
Right.
Yeah, but it has trees and stuff on it. And they have shacks. They have a snack bar. They also have a place you can dive off of, which we didn't enjoy.
Yeah, we're too tired.
No, not just that. We might break with the water.
Right. And then the
kids
third
were having a
island?
great time. And the third island was called Kauai Island. It's really kind of a commercial island. They've got a bar there. They've got a massage place. You can get a massage for $450 for an hour. That's a long time to be. I don't think I got that much body as fat as I am to work
And then
on.
the good thing about there are snacks that you can buy there. And then we even have our mango shake. Was that mango shake in the bar?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it was delicious. We went around the island a little bit, did a couple of pictures there, but it started overcasting. It looked like it was going to rain, so we kind of just chilled until the boat went back to the dock.
Right. Yeah. And if you have not seen our video for that, you can check it out at the end of this video. So how much is it?
How much is that? Oh dear, I just drew a blank. Oh yeah, at the airport they said it would cost us $1,900, but it only cost us $1,700 each, or $3,400 for both of us. So because the Balai Tuko doesn't take a cut, which I think people should talk about that. I think you got that point.
Right.
So now, how close are you guys to your estimate? All right, 92, 4,000, 45, 3,400.
And then
There's another category.
And then guys, $1 is equivalent to 58 pesos.
We'll
So that's
show you
our
at the end.
conversion rate.
So what?
All right. So what's the last category?
Miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous. So why do we have miscellaneous? Because we go around the city, and we buy our shirt,
Ooh.
This is 190 pesos. This is 350 pesos.
Special.
Yes. And then we eat our dinner in the mall. And then
2 malls.
Yeah. So we consider this as our miscellaneous.
Plus, you have to pay. I thought it was expensive to get around on those tricycles because it wasn't that big of an island.
Yes.
But
And
we
the
spent-
tricycle, 150,
Or
200 pesos.
Yeah.
And then going back to the hotel is 300 pesos.
And that's all you can do to get around. I mean, you can rent a hobble. You can get on
No,
a
we
motorcycle.
don't.
We don't do that. Yeah.
We're old.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want. So tricycle is good for us.
So after all the things we spent extra, we figured to add it up to how much? Do we want to talk about that now?
All right, but before that,
Okay.
yeah, the island hopping, that is also our anniversary day.
Oh, yeah,
the island hopping. Yeah, but we were so tired after all this 3 island hopping, and then we decided to crash on the bed. Yeah.
And it was a nice place to crash.
Nice, yeah, very nice, yeah.
The owner of the hotel, he was saying, go, you guys should go. It's your anniversary. And I'm saying, no, it's fine. We're happy to lay with the pillows and relax because, you know. But it wasn't too much, guys. It's just that, you know, it's okay not to. We ate snacks that night. We had an anniversary snack dinner.
Yes. So all in all, with those miscellaneous expenses, as we have said, we figure that we spend like 5,000 pesos.
Yeah. So there you go. So that's all our expenses on the trip. We did take a cab to the airport and a cab home, which was wonderful. Funny thing is, the cab home cost less than a cab to the airport. It's the same distance. But we think since we called the guy in the morning, he flagged down when he started driving towards our house.
Right.
So that made a couple hundred peso difference. In any case, it was a wonderful ride. You don't want to take a bus with your luggage.
Oh yeah, we don't want to be dragging those luggage. Yeah.
All right, so not to draw this thing out too long, so you guys can plan your vacation to Palawan. By the way, it's worth it. I would have liked to had another day to do nothing, but just kind of mess around the island, look around.
So how much all in pesos?
In pesos, all in all, it cost us 26,329 pesos.
Okay, in dollars?
In dollars, here you go, guys. How close are you? $454.
Okay. Did you make it? 300, 400, 500. Okay. So hope you guys were able to figure it out. Yeah.
But for us, it's a 10th anniversary celebration. We can't spend that much money every month because you've seen our budget videos.
Yeah.
But we can save a little bit and make a plan, and we don't do that every year. But we do plan on taking more trips as we can save up a little bit more. We didn't go into debt. We paid for it all.
Yeah, well, actually, we plan going to Thailand, but now we'll go domestic. Yeah, maybe next time, Lord willing.
So anything else we need to share with these guys? We're good?
Yeah.
So I hope that helps, guys, if you want to plan a vacation there.
And then please like and comment, and please subscribe if you enjoyed seeing us talking to you. I hope we have engaged you enough, guys, and we're really thankful for the time that you spend looking at us, listening to us, and we are grateful that you are still with us until this last moment. All right.
I'll tell you, we'll see you next time. We're going to have our budget video coming up soon for the month of June, so stay tuned for that.
All right.
Hey, guys.
Thank you, and
see you
bye-bye.
then. Bye-bye.